To an Eyewitness News exclusive, a revered statue at the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul desecrated by vandals. Eyewitness News anchor Joe Holden joins us with this exclusive story to show us the damage and more. Good afternoon, Joe.
Siafa, good afternoon. You know this must be an important shrine because it sits immediately outside the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul here in Holden. It was vandalized once before, this marble column torn off, but now the vandalism and the desecration that happened a few short weeks ago, even more significant. The outline of one of Philadelphia's most historic figures is all that remains. The statue of St. John Neumann, 4th Bishop of Philadelphia and the architect of the Catholic school system across the country, was desecrated last month. Parts of the shrine were vandalized. It's believed rocks or bottles were used. The crime at the shrine that sits outside the front steps of the Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul went unnoticed until the following morning.
It was seriously vandalized. And by that I mean the statue was destroyed.
The desecration was not captured by cameras. Eyewitness News obtained photos of the broken statue. The head and an arm are detached in places and chipped. Lou DeCoco of the St. Jude shop in Havertown will oversee a team responsible for repairs.
Fortunately, we're surrounding ourselves with great artists and craftspeople both here as well as our quarry in Italy.
The job is expected to take time and require extensive attention.
Marble is unique in that when you break marble, it needs to be you don't want any joints where any moisture or anything to come in.
Father Dennis Gill, the rector of the cathedral, believes the incident is but an example of a larger crisis gripping the city.
That type of violence that we see against human life, as horrific as that is, spills over into all kinds of other destructive behaviors. And the vandalism of this shrine was unnecessary destructive action.
So we're back live. Not only was the statue affected, of course you saw the damage to it, but there is also some ornate mosaic tiling, and then the whole thing was encased in glass. So lots of glass shattered, the statue damaged, and the entire shrine really getting a workover now as a result of these vandals. We are working with Philadelphia police to nail down exactly where they are in their search for who did this. At this point right now, we understand that there are no suspects in the desecration and the vandalism. The Archdiocese, of course, working with the St. Jude shop to make this entire situation whole, basically because of the gift of a donor, seeing that through. We're live in Center City outside the Basilica. This is Joe Holden, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Joe, thank you so much for bringing us that story.